Hey, it's Sean from NextWave DV, and we're at the Frame.io booth with Emory, and they had come out with a new cloud media collaboration software, getting tongue-tied, and we found that interesting because in our production company, we use like Vimeo, and then we send that to the client, and I'm working with other contractors. So Emory, can you tell me a little bit about Frame.io and how that would help me collaborate with my team members and also with clients?
Yeah, sure. So Frame.io is a media collaboration platform. It's a place to upload all of your original media assets or work in progress, really anything you have, into a secure workspace where you can invite your team and your clients to collaborate. So people right now are probably using a variety of different services to solve these different problems, right? You're using something for file sharing, you're using something for work in progress review, you're using something for communication, probably email. Most people use Dropbox, Vimeo, Hightail, Usendit, it's a whole mishmash of different things. But it's not necessarily just what you choose to use, because you're working with people that are also then choosing their own sorts of ways to get you files or send you something to look at. So on any given project, you tend to have 4 or 5 different services that you're using just to sort of manage the file sharing and communication aspect.
Copying URLs, all that.
Copying URLs, you're getting password protected URLs, and then there's versions, and it's all landing in your inbox. It's impossible to manage. So Frame.io is really one platform that kind of replaces all of that mess. We're doing file sharing, work in progress review, and communication. Those are the kind of the 3 core things that we're solving.
Okay, and give me a rundown of some of the features that, if I want to sign up for this, what am I going to experience from this software?
Sure, so I'll give you a basic demo. So I'll take you through an example workflow. I'm going to go ahead and create a new project here, and this is an Express commercial that we're working on. And I'll grab some media from my desktop. This is a mix of video, audio, and stills. Now, you don't have to pre-compress anything. It doesn't have to be in any special format. You can upload, full quality assets, ProRes, things like that.
So you handle a lot of different codecs?
Hundreds of different codecs. We create proxies server side. So you can see that as soon as they were finished uploading, we generated these thumbnails and these hover scrubs, so you can get a quick preview of what's going on. The whole interface is really built for speed, so it's more like a desktop environment, even though it's just running in a browser. So you can drag and drop stuff around. You can spacebar to quick look. We generate these waveforms for audio. So if you wanted to invite somebody into this workspace to work with them, either a vendor or a client, I'll go ahead and invite my co-founder, John. Where's John? There's John. Okay. So John will get an email notification and an in-app notification. We track all the activity that a user's doing to their own personal identity. So we give you notifications about what's going on. It works like Facebook. You can see everything that's happening in any project that you're participating in. So I'll jump over to another project that I had previously set up. And one of the things that we handle is version control. So as you know, during the creative process, there's an endless number of versions. Right. And rather than having 25 different thumbnails of different versions, or getting 25 different links with 25 different passwords from Vimeo or unlisted YouTube videos, whatever, we can create version stacks. So these 2 clips that I have side by side are 2 different versions of the same edit. One's color graded and one is not, but this could be comparing edits, could be comparing VFX shots, whatever you're versioning. So I dragged the new one on top of the old one, and now I have this version stack, and that'll be available to me when I'm in the player. So of course I can play stuff back. Now if I start typing, the video will automatically pause, so I can sit back, get my thought out, and I hit submit, and it just resumes. If you want to further communicate your idea, you can pick up this paintbrush tool and actually draw directly on a video frame. You have different shapes and colors, so you can say, we need to fix this flag. You hit submit, and again, the video resumes. All these comments are live, so I can click on any comment and get taken directly to that frame, as well as any associated annotation.
So that's frame by frame and not just by seconds?
Yeah, that's frame accurate. Yeah, we display, we're probably going to have an option to show the complete time code, but it is frame accurate.
All right.
So if you want to leave a comment that is not associated with a specific frame, just a general comment, you can uncheck this time code box. For people that are interested in the audio side of things, we have a pretty slick audio interface that we're showing here at NAB. This isn't available yet, but it's coming soon. Okay. So you can hit the A key on the keyboard to reveal this audio interface, which shows you live waveform and audio meters. You can play it back this way. Okay. We have a metadata panel as well. So we have this metadata panel as well, which shows you the original metadata of the file that was uploaded. We always store the original file. We have things like starring and tagging. But if you're inviting a client into this interface, this all might be too complicated. They're never going to see it. This is an advanced tool set that you can access if you need it.
Okay, like with a team member or something like that.
With a team member or something like that, exactly. So that version stack that we created earlier is available to us up here in this drop-down. We can compare, we can load any previous version. We can also compare two versions side by side. So I can play them back. Now, both of these versions have different audio tracks, so I can choose which audio track I want to listen to.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it'd be great for, especially when you're trying to get approval from a client on different audio tracks.
Yep.
They can actually see that side by side.
And we have things like JKL on the keyboard, so you can play back double speed and quadruple speed, totally performantly, right in a browser, nothing to download.
Nice.
There's a lot of other little features. We have things like share links, so if you want to share something outside of Frame.io with somebody, you can select the clip, hit the share button, and then just send this as a link that anybody can view. So this would be like maybe the finished product. You want to share it with somebody that's not involved in the kind of collaboration aspect of things.
All right.
Today we also are showing one other thing, which is integration with Final Cut 10, and this is, honestly, it's really slick. So directly from within Final Cut, you can publish an entire Frame.io timeline or individual clips. So I'll go share Frame.io source. I can choose the resolution and quality that I want. In this case, I'm doing ProRes 422. I'll hit next. It's going to open our Frame.io companion app, and I can choose again the timeline or individual clips. If I choose individual clips, I can, a couple other options, I can discard disabled clips or only export clips with markers. So if I have a timeline that has 5 shots that need VFX, I go into the timeline, mark those clips, and with one click, I can share those out to my VFX guy via Frame.io. So I'll go ahead and hit upload, and the timeline is going to render quickly in Final Cut, and then it's going to open right back up in the Frame.io app, which is here. And now every individual clip is uploading in full resolution, ProRes 422, into this project. And as they become available, the clips will start popping in with their thumbnails. Okay. So if you had collaborators on this project, they would start getting notified that those clips are available. So literally could just eliminate 20 steps from your workflow.
Are there any other plans for integrating this with any NLEs? Other NLEs?
So this is our first step was integrating with Final Cut 10, but obviously we'd like to integrate with a lot of other NLEs as well.
Okay, all right. What pricing packages do you have for functionality on this?
So you can start for free. There's a free forever tier, and the pricing starts at $15 a month and goes up to $150 a month, depending on how many team members and how much storage you need.
Okay, and where can they find more information on that and get their free sign up?
At frame.io.
All right, thanks Emery.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks to our sponsors for making our NAB coverage possible.